Habs are looking to bounce back after their loss to Tampa Bay as they start 2 against the original 6 teams. Let's talk about it. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Canadians Corner. As always, I'm Dan Alone, and today we're going to be covering the game between the Detroit Red Wings and your old faithful Montreal Canadiens. So without further ado, let's talk about it. So we start off with 7 minutes in as Mike Matheson gets the scoring going for the Habs with an assist from Alex Newhook. And other than that, that was pretty much it for the first period as the Habs take a 1-0 lead after 1. But then in the second period, it was a lot of back and forth, but unfortunately the Red Wings did end up tying the game late in the second period with a goal from Cole Fisher and assisted by Rasmussen and Ben Sherratt. So that left a 1-1 game after 2. And then in the third period, we got to see Nick Suzuki score on a power play goal. He's been buzzing all game, but unfortunately 6 minutes afterwards, we got to see Comfer score for the Red Wings. But that all tied up as we go to overtime. And then we see in the overtime, it was a lot of back and forth, but about 45 seconds left, we got to see Cole Caulfield finish it off for the Habs, and likely the Habs escaped with a 3-2 win. So my takeaways, it was a good bounce back game for the Habs themselves after losing 6-3 to the Tampa Bay Lightning back on Tuesday night. So ultimately the offense is right there, like a lot of production from Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield as always, and luckily enough, Sean Monahan continues his point streak to 7 games. So considering all his injuries that he had in the past, that's a really great sign from Sean Monahan. I'm very happy with his play. And on another side note, luckily penalties are starting to decline, and as the Habs themselves were only cutting down to 4 penalties all game long. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come. Another topic I want to touch on is obviously the goaltending here, as we got to see Kaden Primo get the start for the game, and I thought he did alright. And unfortunately in the third period did let one slip by right off his shoulder on a very tight corner shot. But obviously I liked his 3 goalie rotation between him, Montembeault, and Jake Allen. But I do have some concerns regarding Jake Allen. He did have some solid play throughout the last few games, but unfortunately he did blunder over Tampa, and that got him on the hook. But upwards and onwards. But even though it was a win for the Habs, there is some concern regarding 2 players. So after scoring last week, Juraj Slafkovsky is yet silent again on the score sheet. Even though he is pressing and he is trying to do every shot, just can't seem to find the back in the net. So who knows? Even Marty St. Louis benched him for quite a while leading the third. So I don't know what that tells us, but obviously there's a lot of concern around Slafkovsky, and he's not the only one. And we find that Josh Anderson has been pretty quiet himself. Same situation as Slafkovsky. The effort's there, but obviously stuff is not clicking with him, and hopefully he gets it sorted out. Other than that, it's on to Saturday night for another Original 6 matchup as the Habs head back home as they face the Boston Bruins. So that should be an exciting game. If you guys like what you see, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content with more Canadians Corner with me and with more Leafs Time Out with Ryan Hollingsworth and other breaking NHL news. And also as a side note, as you can tell, I am growing a stash. It is Movember after all. So if you guys do like to donate, I will add my Movember page in the description below if you wish. So until then, we'll talk later.